Hi, and good evening. I would like to introduce to you a build of Business Contact Manager I made for real estate. Someone contacted me previously and asked me if I had created something for real estate agencies. And I have, and this is actually going to be a demo of it. So I'm going to be showing you Business Contact Manager 2010 with a customized build specifically designed for the use for real estate. Let me fire up my Outlook, and I'm going to be using Microsoft Outlook 2010 Professional with Business Contact Manager. Now the beauty of it is how it syncs with email and how I'm able to store special contact fields and produce special reports based on what I'm doing. So here's my email right here. And you'll notice that I have Business Contact Manager installed right down here, and I have it accessible in two separate ways. I can access it from the menu side to the left, or I can just hit Contact Manager to the left, to the bottom. So let's begin with the Content Management tab. Now I've designed this specifically for clients and for potential customers. Clients being people who want to advertise their listings, who you're currently, as the realtor, is taking care of their listings, whereas potential customers are people who are interested or looking for property. So let's go to clients, and you'll see here I have no items. So I'm just going to create a quick item. I'm going to hit my new business contact button, and I'm going to create I don't know, some profile. Let's say John Doe. Job title doesn't really matter. Company name, I'm not going to put anything. Let's add an address. In this case, I'll add 1211 Avenue O in Brooklyn, NY 11235. And let's say this is the mailing address. Now I'm able to pick multiple addresses, but I'm only going to use a business address, being that this is the address, the kind of property we're interested in obtaining information on. We have in here current status, and you'll see here we have active, expired, cancel, rented, available, and unavailable. I'm just going to mark this as active. We're going to have the property type as a single family. We have a multiple family dwelling, apartment, condo, studio, basement, or detachment, and I'm going to leave this as a single family. We have a choice here whether it's for rent or for sale. In this case, I'm going to mark it for sale. Let's say the original price is $200,000, and let's say sell price we don't even know yet, because suppose this property hasn't even sold yet. We have a rental price here as well, in case the property is for rent and not for sale. And if there is a deposit fee, we also have an option to input what the deposit fee would be. In some cases, the deposit fee could be the rent times 1 times 2, the security, etc. We have a tax ID field in case we want to keep that. I'm just going to mark this 000000000, 0. And property tax, which is estimated, I'm going to leave that at 0 as well for now, but you get the gist of it. You can actually store all this information in here under property details. Now we're going to move forward to the room details, and you're going to see here I have bedrooms, and I'm going to say this is a 3-bedroom dwelling. Let's say we have 1 full bath, we have 1 3 1/4 bath, and let's say we have 1 half. So we have a total of 3 bathrooms and 3 bedrooms. We have 1 living room. Let's say we have 1 great room, 1 kitchen. We have 1 laundry room. I'm going to mark the fireplace at 0. Office space, let's say we have 2 office spaces. And as far as a study and den, let's say we have 1 study. And for loft, I'm just going to leave that at 0. Below I have amenities, and here you can actually select whether there is an attic, a theater or media room, a fitness center, a pool, a doorman, a security guard, or a super on site. So this is actually for both for sale or rent, whether it be multiple type of property types, whether it be in a building or an apartment or a house. And also I included parking details over here, whether a garage type is available for a single vehicle or multiple vehicles, and we also have additional parking space availability checkbox here in case there is, let's say, a place for a motorcycle or a jet ski or a boat or anything of the sort. So suppose this house, let's say, single family dwelling, has a single vehicle parking spot. And also, let's say we have an attic and I guess no other amenities. As far as other details, we have here smoking allowed. I included that for buildings. Currently tenant occupied, if it's currently occupied by somebody. Pet restrictions, and whether there was previous bed bugs or vermin. It's actually important nowadays, I guess, to collect this sort of information, whether there was a previous bed bug infestation. Someone would like to know prior to renting or purchasing the property. So you have these following check boxes. So I'm just going to tick smoking allowed, for example, and I'm going to tick, that's it for now, I guess. Let's scroll right back up. We also have the availability to put multiple phone numbers, being a business, a home, a fax. We can also capture an email address or a website. So I'm going to say John Doe. John Doe's email will be john.doe@mail.com. And let's not give him a web page address. We don't need a reason for that. Also, now we have dates, and dates is very important. You see list date, for example. Suppose I'm listing this property today, and we have EXP date, which the reason I put that here could either mean expiration date or expected date. When are we expected to sell by, or when will it expire? And I'm going to just set it for 1 month from today. Let's say December 3rd. No, today is November 3rd. Let's say December 3rd, which falls on a Saturday. Sales date, I'm just going to leave blank until I'm assuming the property is sold, and then you may want to capture that data and have that in your records. And here we just have a really big notes box for comments, notes, and additional info. I'm going to click on the Add Timestamp button, and I'm going to write here, this is a sample. Let me capitalize the T. This is a sample entry. And now let me save and close. And now if you take a look, you'll see John Doe was just created. And you'll see all of his information appear right here in my reading panel. So I don't really necessarily have to click on John Doe. I can just highlight him and I'll be able to see all the information right here over to the right. I haven't put any phone numbers or company, so let me just quickly add that in there so you see what it looks like in the list view. I'm going to add my phone number, for example. 347, and let me copy and put this number for every field. I have a modem installed on this computer, so I have to set the area code. Okay, very good. And now let's add all the phone numbers. Job title, I'm going to say developer, and the company name is Nature Studio, and I'm going to save and close this. So take a look at what we have over here. A basic snapshot. So this is basically a capture of someone whom you're currently going to be managing, I'm assuming, who contacted you and said, hey, can you work with my property, try to get it sold? And you work with your advertising means, being whether it be Craigslist or newspapers or your website. And you can actually store all this information right here, and it's here to stay. So let me save and close this, and let's head over to the Potential Customers tab. Now suppose you get a phone call and someone is calling you and saying, hey, I'm interested in a property, maybe you can help me. You can just click on the New Lead button, and this time I'm going to say Jane Doe. We're going to use that example. Job title, let's say Jane is a writer for a company. And let's say her company name is, let's say, Daily News, for example. And her email address will be jane.doe@mail.com. And for a web page address, which is not necessary. By the way, none of these fields are required. You use them as you wish. So suppose I want to put in jane@mail.com, for example, and let's give her a phone number. Let's say her phone number is 718-555-5555. We're going to use that for her home, and her business fax number, let's change that to a 56. And let's say her current address is 1762 Avenue H, 1762 Avenue H in Brooklyn, New York, 11235. And let's say she is looking for either something to buy or to rent. In this case, I'm going to say she's looking for something to rent. Um, let's say the property type she's looking to rent is a studio. Studio obviously is going to be 1 bedroom, and let's say 1 bath total. And obviously she's looking for 1 full bath. And we can actually edit this and add more to the property interest to see what other people are interested in. For example, suppose that we want to add all the criteria we have from the other window. Whether someone is interested in a fireplace, we can actually add that here. And let's say she's looking for a single vehicle garage, and she is looking for a laundry room. Let's just say 1. Let's say she wants to smoke. She wants a super on site to be able to fix things. Let's suppose she doesn't want a pool, but she works out, so she wants a fitness center. She would like a doorman, and that's pretty much it. On the right hand side, the source would pretty much be where she heard of you. So suppose she heard of you from an advertisement, so you would select advertisement. Now this is good because BCM actually tracks all your sources, and it'll tell you how many people have contacted you via advertisements, direct mail, employee referral, external referral, a partner, a seminar, trade show, email campaign, telemarketing. So you can actually track the progress of your campaigns to know where to invest more money with it, meaning what works and what doesn't work. So suppose, let's say, external referral. You guys rented something out to someone, and they were so happy they just had to tell Jane Doe, and she decided to come to you. Initiated by will actually allow you to select the kind of person who referred her if they're an existing person. So suppose John Doe referred Jane, you can actually link John Doe to Jane Doe and create a relationship between the two. So now you know that Jane Doe and John Doe are, they have some type of relationship where they, by saying they, I mean John, had referred Jane to you, the company. Lead scoring, this is the actual, I didn't even touch this. This is a built-in BCM feature. Lead scoring just shows how interested Jane is in what we're doing right now, in obtaining an apartment. Is she 1-star interested, 2-star interested? Now suppose she's extremely interested. She definitely wants to buy. She's hot, she's almost there, she has the money in her hand, she's just looking for the right place. I'm going to score her 5 stars. Now suppose she called and she's flaky, we don't know what she exactly wants. I can give her 1 star. This will actually help me in assessing how much I should chase this particular lead. How much do I want to follow and get this lead to become a sale? So I'm just going to mark her, let's say, 4 stars. Now we do have scoring criteria here that affects the stars and being potential need. This is actually will help you track by date everything. Meaning referral, for example, what was the date that she was referred. Now I'm going to mark this November 1st. Let's say she became a fresh lead on November 3rd. She called in, she says, yes, I definitely want this. And let's say she broke the ice by contacting my office, so I'm just going to mark here, contacted me initially, and I'm going to set this date also to the 3rd. So the potential need, for example, I can mark over to, let's say she needs this apartment, she needs me to find her the apartment by the 30th. And I'm going to add a timestamp over here, and I'm just going to write a note. Jane is seriously looking for an apartment. Please contact back soon. And I'm going to mark a period. Now I'm going to save and close Jane and take a look. As soon as I highlight Jane, I can already see her interests. Property interest is renting a studio, 1 bedroom, 1 bath. And I can see here the amenities she's looking for, what she's interested in. I see all the dates. Everything is in front of me in plain view. I mean, it makes it really easy to navigate between the client and the customer. Now, suppose that Jane wants John Doe's rental. All I got to do is click on Pair Client, and I'm going to hit John Doe. And now I know that my lead has now become a tenant for one of my clients. So this client is fulfilled. I can actually go back to this client. And I can go to sale date, for example, or I can actually add something in there such as rented date. I mean, this is fully customizable. Let's say sale date was on the 3rd, Jane liked it, she loved it, she wanted it, save and close, Now I have a sale, and now I have both the information of my client, John Doe, who gave me the property to solicit for him, and then I have the potential customer, Jane Doe, who contacted me, and I got her that apartment. So that's the beauty of it. Now, being that we're using Outlook also, I can actually open Jane Doe's file, and suppose she has not rented with me yet. What I can do is I can click on appointment, and I can set an appointment, a subject such as call Jane, reminder about John's apartment. I can make the location my office, and I can set here the start time. Let's say I want it to be on tomorrow, and let's say I'm booking the appointment for, give or take, let's say I'm going to call her 11 a.m. And the end time I'm going to set to 11:30. I'm going to save and close this. So I just created an appointment for myself to contact Jane, and when I save and close this, you'll take a look here. You'll see that Outlook will tell me tomorrow I have to call Jane. And that's pretty much the beauty of how this system works. Now, everything is going to appear in my calendar as well. I have a full-blown calendar here that will show me pretty much everything. Notice on my calendar here on November 4th at 11 a.m. I have call Jane Doe reminder, and when I fulfill this reminder, BCM is actually going to save it and track it for me, and also going to keep a track record of my hard work. So I'm going to pretty much delete this appointment because there is no Jane and there is no John. This is just a nice demo for you guys. And let me just quickly show you one more thing. In BCM, suppose I go into reports, I can go to business contacts, which are my clients, and I'm going to click on quick business contact list, and I'm going to create a quick custom report. I'm basically going to say show me only people who have a, let's say, bedroom, where is bedroom? Suppose I only want to show bedroom equals to 1, and I'm going to click OK. So out of all my clients, everyone who has a 1-bedroom will appear right here in this particular report. I can choose columns for this report, and I can customize this and dump it to Excel. So suppose in this report I want to show, let's say I want to hide account. Let's say I don't need to see the address, so I can hide the address, I can hide the phone, I can hide everything except the name, and in here now I can put all the information I need to see about the apartment or the property. So you already get the idea of how flexible this can be. I just check something and it will appear in my report. So I can create as many reports as I want, showing me how many listings are about to expire, how many listings have been sold, how much revenue have I earned in a particular period of time. I can actually say show me all the revenue earned greater or equal to November 3rd, and such. And there's a button here called export to Excel. I'm just going to click that button to show you what happens with the data once you export it. My previous video already shows that when you export to Excel, this is just about what you get, and you'll be able to modify this and play with the details and data and actually export and import into another program such as QuickBooks if you use that for your accounting. Now, BCM also offers an accounting module. The accounting module is in sales, and it's under opportunities, and I have not customized it because the person who would ask me to build this for them did not want to track money billing in BCM, although I suggested it. It was quite a pricey venture for them. When you create a new opportunity, you're able to actually add the product, what it was sold for, what your markup was, the discount, if any, and you're able to actually follow up and catch sales. So this is a more perplexed build of a content management for real estate, but this is actually very good. You're able to use all kinds of widgets. And like I said, the beauty of this is the flow of information, and the Microsoft Ribbon obviously is really well. It's really good. You're able to just free flow through everything. And we're able to actually customize this any way that you guys want. I'm actually able to customize this to tailor exactly your business needs. Suppose you only work with a big industry, I can do that. Now you see on the bottom here it says paired lead. What that means is that Jane Doe is paired to John because she had selected to either rent or purchase his property. So everything is tied up in a nice way. You have relationships all over the place, and this is just a quick sample. So suppose you don't need half of these fields, or there's about 100 more fields you want to add. There's really no limit to how far I can go about customizing this. This is such, like I said, I've mentioned this many times, fantastic, and I've made different builds of BCM for all kinds of businesses. And this is the one for real estate. Now you can have up to 100,000 records in here before you go to File, BCM, and you would back up, and you do constant backups. It's actually really easy. This particular build does not share its data with anyone. This is a local workstation. All the information is stored on my computer and only on my computer. I can actually set this so if I have multiple computers here in my office, they will all be reading this data. So if I was to change something in John Doe's profile, it would be visible across the network to everyone in my office, and they will be able to make changes as well. So that would be pretty much it for the demo on this. This is Business Contact Manager 2010, and this is a real estate build. This is a basic real estate build. We can actually go more far advanced, but this is just, you know, a simple demo. Just wanted to show you that what I'm capable of doing with this. I'm actually selling this customization along with about I believe 42 other customizations for all types of businesses, including personal use. And if you're interested, you're always welcome to contact me. And you're welcome to go to my website, dangerstudio.com, where I post videos, and it's just my own little personal blog, and I conduct business through it as well. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like what you saw. You have a good night and a good day. Bye.